lot of refocusing as we move forward. We're going to enjoy this for a couple hours and then refocusing on Andy.
And is there any additional importance to how you guys are driving down final play field?
For sure, yeah. I think it's just anytime you can build confidence by showing it on the field, it's gonna pay dividends, right? That we can go lean on that experience in the future and say, hey, we've done this before. We've been in this situation. We can go do this again. So it does help, but we got to refocus and kind of restart that process again.
Adam, I don't know if you watched Musim Holland as you were kind of coming up as a wide receiver, but him being honored, him and Julius Peppers being honored, getting the win on the same day. How was that awesome?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely an extra motivation. Those guys obviously mean a lot to this game of football and this organization, and have a lot of respect for those guys. I was able to watch both of them play and play it against Julius, so it was fun to see him and both of them and be able to pick the rings.
Your past experience, this type of a win, how can that be? You talked about it being contagious. How do you think it helps with the practice in this upcoming week to lead to potentially a second one?
Well, I think there's some learning from it as well. Like, hey, remember that feeling last week when we were practicing, and the week before that of the urgency and what it felt like that we were backs against the wall. Just because you get a win, you don't want to lose that feeling. So there's a little bit of both of, hey, we did get a win under our belt, but let's remember the process that led to that win. And it wasn't just last week. Last week was a great week of work and really step in the right direction, but it was weeks that we had losses that were the process. Really, you could tell that we were growing.
Adam, can you take us through the two plays that you had consecutive catches on the last drive? I think the one looked like you all would kind of just get close to the sticks, and then the fourth and two.
Yeah, so Bryce made a good check. Kind of felt the pressure coming, and just kind of got the ball out quick and tried to make a play. And it was a great call, and almost got the first there. And then the fourth down call, great call, just kind of giving Bryce answers depending on what coverage they were going to play, and they ended up bringing some pressure and playing man, and Bryce just did a great job of just putting it in a perfect spot. If that ball's anywhere else, it's tough to catch and maybe not completed. So just giving me a chance to use my arms, my length, and make a catch.
What was your route, and how did you and Miles do it?
Yeah, when it gets in intense situations like that, sometimes the communication, I probably should have communicated better out to usually a running back's not way out there in a receiver set. So it was a broken play a little bit, but had man coverage, and it was a good route first man.
Adam, Bryce got a game ball. It's his first win, and how big is that for him?
Brian, how was managing the pain tolerance during the game itself? It was a game time decision about your pain tolerance, but during the game, how much did that affect you, and how much did you kind of have to?
It was annoying. It's just my job is to tackle people, and it's kind of hard to grab them. It was tough, but it's all right. Job done.
I think last year you celebrated with watching Rush Hour or something. Is there a movie you're going to celebrate with tonight?
Some sleep. I'm tired,
How nice it was for the bye week to not just physically try to get right, but mentally kind of reset and try to put that on your vantage point. How crucial was that bye week to really have that chance to take a breath before coming out and getting this win today?
It was definitely needed. He put it in a good way. I think everybody felt that way, mentally and physically, just to flush what happened and start kind of fresh. So it's great to come up about it and win, and it's time to do it.
And then we'll talk to him in a second when he gets back. But Frankie obviously had a monster game. What did you see out of him? Just the way he was able to disrupt and then really be a problem for that Houston offense.
Frankie was great. Frankie always does his job, and a lot of players coming to him and he's making. We always been afraid of him. So that ain't no surprise.
In what ways do you guys play off each other and complement each other, you and Frankie?
We had a good one today. We had a pressure, and it kind of just naturally happened, so I fell inside. Frankie came around, got the sack on Stroud. I don't know, we just work well together. This is what it is.
How much have you enjoyed watching your Florida State Seminoles?
Undefeated, baby. That's all I got to say.
You're going to be here, actually you'll be in Tampa, but I'm sure you'll be watching if they get to Charlotte.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm definitely going to try to attend that in Miami.
sorry if it's already been asked, but just getting that first one off the back, how does it feel for you and the team in the locker room?
It was great. Feel like a weight lifted off your shoulders. And especially important when you get off the line.
How are you celebrating?
Huh?
How are you celebrating?
Drinking. Yeah, I'm sleep. I ain't got no movie tonight. I need to go to sleep.
Doing it with Julius Peppers though in the building and being honored, and also Musa Muhammad. How does that make you feel with that as well? Somebody that maybe you potentially looked at.
It's great. I always look up to Pep, back to my brother's thing. So it's great, see him and talk to him, chop it up with him for a minute. So yeah, it felt good.
Brian, we probably won't talk to you before the deadline. Have you had any conversations with Scott? Have they kind of told you what their stance is and what's your stance?
I'm talking about nothing.
So will you kind of be, I don't know, uneasy a little bit the next 3 days?
I know, big dog. God's hands.
God's hands.
Brian, what did you see out of Rice today? Just kind of maybe continuing to develop, to take another step in helping you guys.
Well, from the side, everything moving fast. But just from a demeanor standpoint, he doesn't get rattled. He was taking some hits, getting sacked a couple times, but he doesn't get rattled at all. For him to pull out that drive,
Hey guys, just a couple more. This team had a lot to celebrate about here the last few years. Just seeing the carrying Panero and the celebration on the field.
it was big. That game came down to the wire, came down to the last kick. And, everybody was happy for Eddie, but we just happy as well. Coming off the bye, it was a big win for us. The second half of the season.
What could it mean for this team? What could it mean?
What could it mean? Momentum. Going to the second half of the season is a great start. You got to do that.
They told us before you wanted to be there. Has anything changed?